Hey, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.
My wife is like loudly arguing politics in Hebrew is what it sounds like.
Oh, really? With her
That's
parents?
what it sounds like.
Okay. Hey, arguing politics is pointless. When have you ever argued politics and someone goes, you know what? I see your point and I'm gonna change my views.
It's
when does that ever happen?
I'll say this, that's a very good point.
I put up one thing
that thing,
and I got fucking slaughtered. Not slaughtered, but people on the comment.
We talked about it on the Patreon. It's your fault.
And then I was like, why am I answering these?
And you the biggest problem with it, with your post, was like, yes, I disagreed with a couple things you said in it, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was you did a post under the guise that people know you, and like they even know what 5% means. The angle that you were giving sounded like you just hated Kamala. You were giving your Cipha sounds, why are people sheep speech. But the way you did it, the timing,
I don't care about that. That's on purpose.
But that's what led to the comments, I'm sure, being like,
no. But I know I'm going to get comments.
That's part of why you posted. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it gets clicks and comments. But I don't want those kind of clicks and comments. I went down a lane like it was just like I'm not going to change anyone's mind. I believe what I said, but it's not gonna do anything.
But
not even that. No. Not that it's not even going to do anything. I don't even mind arguing. I just don't like arguing politics. I can argue hip hop. I can argue comedy. I can argue things that I fuck with. But like this is like, I don't even like this. Why am I doing it just for engagement?
Oh well, yes. Then that's on you. That's a bad job by you. You had to know.
So I was just like,
but by the way, but you did miss a fundamental point to me in like the why you don't even know this person. You're so excited. That, like, to me is overlooking that for 98% of people voting Democrat right now, it's all about Trump. So it does to me make sense why you'd be excited.
It's to get rid of Trump.
Right. So
I get that.
All of a sudden you felt like I actually felt kind of bad about the whole Biden thing, but then I'm not going to lie, I did feel an energetic feeling to have a candidate who can like put sentences together. It was like, oh, okay, maybe we got a chance. You know, I think that was the feeling I had.
Best candidate?
Is Kamala the best candidate?
That's right.
To beat Trump?
You already answered.
No, I don't know. Answered. It's more complicated.
Pause means no.
No, because I've been thinking about it all week. Because like at first I thought the best candidate would have been Gavin Newsom, right? But there are a lot of people who legitimately don't know who that is.
Oh, that's great. There's legitimately a lot of people who don't know who Kamala is. But
they do know who she is. They're familiar with her.
Any white Democrat that's racist, slightly, like a little bit of American racism,
just regular, yeah.
Like, well, I'm not gonna vote for a black woman. I can't.
Well, I fear that. I definitely fear that.
I can't vote for a black. She's not even that black. Well, but she's kind of black.
She only too black for me. Blacker than our family. I hear you, and those people worry me. But I think what they decided was ultimately.
I know what
we're not worried about them. We're letting them go. We're gonna if we lose them.
I know what they decided. I understand the point of the money and the position they're in, and I watched this whole thing about research about how this many percentage of boomers have died, and this many percentage of Gen Z and have come into the age of voters in the last blah blah blah. I've seen all those stats, right? But it's like, why are you cheering for her like she's a superstar? That was my point. I was watching that first speech she made, and it's like she's a celebrity, and they were like, I get, like, this is what we got to work with. Let's hear her speak. We're gonna have to hear her speak a lot,
right?
But they're like, yeah, woo, like, bitch, shut the fuck up. It's like those people that are screaming at the Grammys or the MTV Awards. I'm sorry, the MTV Awards,
No,
where
the
they have
Super
that
Bowl.
pit.
The Super Bowl
They
too.
have that pit, and the people around the stage at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, you're actors. You're hired.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Yes, you're right, and that's a lot of what those speech. I mean, bro, who goes to those speeches? I mean, they fill all the campaign speeches except for Trump's. I mean, that's the thing about Trump. He has
But
his
that's what I'm saying.
hardcore.
Trump's is real.
Well, yeah, his is real. He's a cult of personality and has his real cult that comes. The general normal politicians who are not cult leaders, yeah, the people who go are the people who are like, hey, my friend knows somebody, and then we're gonna go.
But maybe I don't know nothing about nothing, but maybe you don't need the fake crazy excitement. That's what Trump does. Maybe we need to go smaller, more to the, you know what I mean? Like, don't try to copy Trump rallies. Do the new version. What do the kids want? You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I get it. Like, he's doing that. It works for him. You don't have
Yeah,
to go do that.
Don't do. All right. How do we get the same excitement Trump has?
Well, can I tell you?
Well, yours is obviously fake.
But by the way, can I tell you what they did though? And I watched it work in my own life. It did work this week. I'm not saying it means she's going to win. Their social game this week was crazy.
Oh, social game is great.
No, they're crushing. They're crushing.
That's what I'm saying, though.
That's it.
Who the youngins in charge of Kamala's digital?
No, they're crushing.
Killing it.
Bro, my wife's algorithm.
On it.
My wife's algorithm is only videos of Kamala dancing, seeming fun, getting her pumped that she's a woman.
Fun. She's not the young cat. She's 60 years old.
59.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
59 years old. She's not the young, fun, dancy candidate. Don't do that.
But I don't know. Is she not that? It kind of seems like relative. She kind of is that. Trump's a geezer. And that's
relative is not being that.
You mean you'd rather be authentic? You'd rather be
authentic.
Yeah, but listen, you're right. But these are just videos. If she gets up in the speech and starts saying "Cash me outside," how about that? If she starts saying "skibbity," what's the skibbity thing?
Skibbity toilet.
If she starts saying "skibbity toilet,"
yo, listen, this is skibbity toilet. Donald Trump is Ohio.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, in 2-3 months' time, after all this digital work, then you go to a rally and people are excited to see you, I'm with it. But the first time she spoke, the first signs ever printed that said Harris 2024, screaming like she's a celeb, she wasn't nothing 4 days before that. She was nothing.
Well, you can't say nothing. She was the vice president.
The vice president is nothing.
But everyone knows who they are, at least. You want to see nothing? Nothing would have been, frankly, if they'd gone with someone else. That's why they didn't go with someone else. Because I know Gavin Newsom. Because the average person know who Gavin Newsom is.
A white guy, a white male. Like, another problem I have.
But who would he have excited? He wouldn't have excited anyone. She's at least exciting. He's still going to
get. Whoever goes against Trump is still going to get the non-Trumpers.
For sure, the hardcore anti-Trumps.
Yes, whoever it is that's what Biden was.
Yes,
it was just to get Trump out of there. So whoever they're going to pick is going to get Trump out of there, right? Then. See, it's so extreme. It's like no abortion, all abortion. I need a white guy that's like, look, I don't love abortion.
But
I don't love it. But sometimes, come on, guys, we got to let them do it.
But by the way, that's called what all Democrats think. What candidate is out there like, yo, have an abortion anytime?
But they don't pushing.
They don't sell it
well.
They
push people away.
No.
With the extreme.
That's see. I have this argument all the time. I firmly believe, right and wrong. They're not pushing people away. They're allowing the Republicans to define what they are. They're not that. Like, people be like, you know what?
Who's not that? Who's not what?
Like for example, people believe the left only cares about things like trans issues and issues related to gender and shit. I don't know one person who cares about that. Not one. Hardcore Democrats. No. Not one.
Right. You correct. But the right, they do make the feel they do make the right feel like all the left cares about that.
Well, I don't know. I think the right makes the right feel. They're good at going, see this little pocket here? This is included in the
You
left.
can't walk the cities. Everyone's
Oh.
getting stabbed and shot.
No, and by the way, good luck
But
playing high school basketball if you're a girl. The whole team is men. I mean, and would have you believe, and would have you believe,
works.
and would have you believe that people on the left are sitting around like, yo, man, I'm tired of my son being a son, man. I gotta make him a bitch and put him on a
But
basketball team.
works.
No, they're really, that is what they do well.
They're good at it.
Meanwhile, the Democrats are the exact opposite. The Republicans can take something that's horrible and put a great name on it and sell it. The Democrats can have something great and put a horrible name on it and can't sell it. That's what frustrates me. And like, I always use defund the police as the best example. I was like, we gotta take defund the police and turn it into a phrase that actually is what it is.
The knee-jerk phrases.
The knee-jerk
of the
phrases
left.
they're not working.
It's so bad.
They're not working.
It's so bad.
And like, listen, the truth is, the stuff that they say about abortion is completely made up. People want to take a baby, a living baby, and they want to bash it with a hammer in the hospital, and we're against that. We don't want people to bash the babies with a hammer. And it's like, this is not even true.
Yeah, but I see it, bro.
Well, you were just on the MAGA tour.
I was on the MAGA tour.
By the way,
and those people are nice. They're not, bro.
But that wasn't a hardcore, but that had to be not a hardcore political-ish crowd, right?
But that's what I'm saying. I would never be with the hardcores. I'm with the regular people. And they're like, yeah, I mean, like people will be like, I mean, he's kind of wild, but I mean, what am I going to do? I got to do it. I got to.
But what do they mean, you think? What do they?
This trans shit, the abortion shit, the Black Lives Matter. Like, it's just like, it's too much for them to swallow.
It's too much for their white brains to handle.
Because it seems
They're
it's
like,
so extreme.
It's too much. Women want to have choice when it comes to abortion, and black people want equal rights. I mean, this is all too much for me. I want to go back to when it was great again. I don't want women to have the rights.
Yeah, but those are the extreme. They're not looking at it like.
But they're not. These are not
right.
extreme causes.
But you're saying it like what's right and wrong. Like they don't fucking look at it like there's parts of it that they agree with, but the right is the Democrats, right?
No.
Yeah. The left. They don't. The left is the Democrats, right?
The left is Democrats.
Yeah,
the right are the
they
Repubs.
They don't give the middle, the writers that are middle, they don't give them a choice. They don't give them like some leeway. They just push them more right.
No, but here's the thing. This is what I'm pushing back on you against. Biden didn't have any big left-wing issues. And he still was too much.
I remember when Biden first got elected, everybody was like, the first black this, the first black that. He's putting these people in cabinet and these people. Da, 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 da. That shit is a lot to take in to the regular folk. It's a lot, not right or wrong. It's just like it's a lot of change. And like, why does it have to be the first black and the first one? I get diversity. I mean, everybody, but come on, it's too much. It's a little too much.
By the way, so I need to be clear. I don't think people get it. Cipha is not talking as Cipha sounds right now. He turned into what you were just saying. That wasn't your voice saying it. It was Melvin.
Oh, yeah, I was doing a character.
Yeah, he was doing the guy at the concert because it sounded like you, but it wasn't him. But like,
here's me. You want me? You want Cipha sounds?
Sure. I mean,
it doesn't matter. It's all fake WWE bullshit.
Whoa. You don't have to insult WWE about it.
I'm not insulting WWE. Is very entertaining. This is WWE. It doesn't matter who wins or who loses. It doesn't matter. Nothing changes. You go to work and you pay your bills. Go to work, pay your bills, lay low. Is it that religious?
What?
Like all that abortion shit? Like,
well,
Like everybody's talking. What's the shit that they say the Republicans are gonna do? The 25,
the Project 2025.
Project 2025.
I mean, that shit's pretty scary. That's hard. That's some hardcore getting back to. That's some Third Reich, white man taking back over. We're gonna get this white supremacy going.
That's what they gotta do.
Then not if we beat them. Then they're not gonna do it. And if Trump loses here, I kind of don't think they're going to be able to respond. Like this will be, I think this will, there are people who will say, oh no, they'll go even more hardcore. If they lose again, they're going to realize this doesn't work. We are not going to be able to keep going further hardcore. They don't have the numbers as it is. If this was a popular election, dude, Trump would have been yet to win an election. He's never won the popular vote. So if they lose yet another one, that means Trump is done. 4 more years, he's not running again. Bro, he got up yesterday and said, do you see the thing about Christian people? Please vote for me. It's the last time you'll ever have to vote. That's what I'm saying, though. But like, this is serious. Like, regardless of how anyone feels, these people are, I don't know, this is too much. That he's telling you the democracy's, oh, if I could get in, guys, don't worry about democracy. He's literally
a star, man.
He's literally just saying that. All right, here we go. I'm going to give it to you right now. I'm going to give it to you raw. Hey, yo. This doesn't scare you at all and your friends on the Make America White Again tour?
No, I don't talk to them about politics. It's all bullshit.
Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. And again, Christian.
But that really doesn't worry you at all.
You said I'm not Christian?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, he's not Christian, so I appreciate his honesty in that.
But he had the Bible during the riots. Remember he was holding the Bible?
Oh my God. I forgot. Now, anyway. Cipha, how do you deal with, you haven't had to have conversations with people let's go to Cipha Sounds on the other side. Cause let's be honest, you're always pushing, you know who, like what I'm like and a lot of our audience. So you represent one side, like you're pushing back against me. But what about when you have to push against the other side and you run into people outside and they go, yo, man, but you got to admit that assassination attempt, man, that was a gangster. How does Conspiracy Sounds let people act as if all of that was just completely on the up and up? Because there's no way you took that at complete face value. No way.
It's the exact same thing.
So what do you say?
It's the exact same thing. It's all part of the game. The perfect picture with the flag.
What?
And the fist. Come on, man.
But like this is the thing that's irritated me. People are like, yo, but man, you got to admit though, but like that was hard though. I'm like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't understand what you're asking me. Like it's the same sheep.
Well, sheep of a different. I don't know how you would describe that.
They're all the same sheep. They're watching a great interactive television show. It's an interactive show. It's a really good show.
Oh no, the show is the most poppin' it's ever been. Actually, can you believe Biden stepped down? Show. That's no one thought that was going to be. All right, look, I'm about to.
I knew.
You knew it was happening?
For sure.
What do you think of this guy? So I for my Real Late show this week, I interviewed this cat, Bruiser Wolf Cipha. I can't decide whether you'll think he's dope or not. I love him.
Well, then I won't.
Why? No, not because it's too underground. It's not that. It's just because it's weird. But let me see what you think. I fucking love this guy. Tell me what you think. This is the freestyle he did for me. Or it's actually not a freestyle. It's him performing his new single.
From the tippy top of the Empire State Building, it's Real Late. My name is Peter Rosenberg, and tonight we go all the way to the D, the 313 Detroit. Give it up for my man, Bruiser Wolf.
Wake up to fear.
I've been down. Now I'm up.
God.
Now I'm up.
You don't know what he's gonna be like.
I so do. and cocaine. The dope. Okay, and all a young want is a rope chain. But I don't think that y'all get it. The fiends want to work with the fentanyl in it. The dope game. The dope game. And all a young want is a rope.
His expression is so good. His face.
It's really good.
And they hate you too. They hate you too. I got the thing.
This is
on my
weird
torso.
without a TV track.
White girl and dog came torso. They brought 4 clothes. I hit dots with my Crocs. In sports mode, I show love like pornos. But I'm dressed like an award show. Tech in the vest is my wardrobe. Trying to test, get ready like cornrows. The model was old. Ha! Now you can back
You hear the
roll with the
sample in there?
QR code. Yeah,
The
QR
cruise
code.
ship?
I love when the white girl come over. She eats the same breakfast.
Cruise ship?
Bacon soda.
Crew.
We put miles on that Toyota.
Wow.
She sell herself. I ain't even got a promoter. I want to do a track and get the cat from Doja. I made a bold purchase for co-workers, soul searching for my sole purpose. Foes lurking, I keep it real. Inertia, keep a burner. Smith and West, simply the best. Tina Turner. Me torn was a housewarming. And no, I can't make this up. I was signing scales and Pyrex cups. Yep, that white girl you used to pump it. You got a erectile
Who's filming
dysfunction.
this?
You're moving.
This guy Josh.
I'm unky at your auntie
Huh?
couch.
This guy
Never
Josh.
Why the fuck you on your auntie couch? Yeah, and I can't change my ways. I sold dope and cocaine. The dope game.
How do the neighbors feel about
the
this?
dope game. And all the
I'll let him
young
hear it.
want is a rope chain. Hey, but I don't think that y'all get it.
Somebody's
The
smoking a
fiends
cigarette
want
on
to
the
work
balcony
with the
upstairs.
fentanyl
Like,
in
what
it.
the
The
fuck?
dope game.
And there's
The
no
dope game.
beat. So
And
they
all
just
the
like
Don't be yeah.
want is a rope chain.
good performer though, right?
Very. Very good.
God, I love him. I love these days a performer, someone who can actually, Cipha, if you think you always are critical of performances, if you went to these underground rap shows, you've never seen performances this bad. Cats generally, they just get a mic and are like, they don't think there's a.
Oh no, it's terrible. I'm so happy for the state of hip hop and also bored and disgusted out of my mind. I'm so happy that all this underground indie shit is rocking. Super happy. Super happy for the culture of how much, like I saw Havoc with Alchemist, like in Alchemist's studio, and it's like it's going the other way. You know what I mean? I see some Larry June interviews, and then a lot of people talking about this Boldy James album. You had Mock Hami on your show, who's getting a lot of buzz. Bro, I sit and I put on these albums and I force myself to. I'm not a fan of the music. I'm a fan of the movement. I'm a fan of the culture. I'm a fan of the progress. But the music is just not grabbing me. But this fucking the Kendrick song, like that's up my alley. That's up my alley.
You talking about Not Like Us?
Yeah.
That song.
Like I think that's gonna bring the party back.
What about? Do you hear that there's new? Let's listen to the new premiere, shall we? Do you listen to it?
Who's on it?
Wayne.
Yeah, I heard it.
No. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like the tone of your voice.
I don't like what I'm saying either.
Come on, man. Let's give a little taste to the people. You didn't think this is good at all? Are you sure you listened to it?
Yes. Rick Ross and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Big Sean's on the hook.
And
or
Big
whatever
Sean on the hook. Yep.
Yeah.
And you're sure this didn't do anything for you?
Did nothing.
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 Yeah, baby, bro. It don't stop, don't stop.
It's the biggest in the game. You know what it is. Yo, tats in my face, bag still a chase. All white ones at the pearly white gates. Trunk full of bass, white tigers at the crib. Joy exotic pets in the bed with a bitch. Ducking the feds with a brick. Shots in the crowd like a pledge with the Knicks. Lean like LeBron, very rare that I miss.
Well, but don't you like? You don't like the? You don't like the sample?
The sample's cool. The beat is too slow.
Just spray me with the chips, boy. Cold nights, play with my heart, you rather hold ice. Roll dice, head crack, no longer low lifes. I bought the projects we was.
This is not a Premier beat that fucking made me love Premier back in the day.
Did you listen to the new Corday?
No, I've never heard a Corday song in my life.
You've never heard a Corday song in your life?
Never. I don't even know who he is. He's married to the Japanese tennis player, right?
Yep.
Never heard a song of his. Yeah.
Lord. Hey. Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of problems. I know if y'all can relate. Feeling like ride wave, I got a lot on my plate. And I can really use a stress reliever. Cause where I'm from, they catching bullets like the best receivers. The chopper singing like Justin Bieber. The most effective leaders have.
Not for you?
No. Where do you listen to this?
Driving.
Old sneaker used to shop at Sears. Rap is lying through their teeth, though these are not veneers. Skipping through the airport, but someone.
That one's called Saturday. Okay, how about this? Did you listen to the Diamond song that he sent us?
No.
The Diamond KRS? Let's see if Cipha can like one. This is our new bit. This will be our new bit. Can I get Cipha to like one rap song? Here's another one. Diamond and KRS one. The King.
Already too slow.
Remind
Pause it. Mind you, why I loved KRS back in the day was fucking dun 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 dun, fucking up tempo, like rocking. This shit is. I don't smoke weed or do pills.
my vision, now listen to what's inside of me. It's 2023 and I'm still spitting my philosophy. Somewhere in a basement with bass kick, that's where you finding me. Yeah, I spit it properly. Right now I'm with the Diamond.
Chris sounds great though.
Refinery. We've been to the refinery. When Diamond D scratch, what happens? We hit the lottery. Beat pumping, bass in your face, don't bother stopping me. Lyric monopoly, you got to be the hip hop in me. Stimulating, vibrating, creating while you watching me. Yeah, you get reminded of a real MC when I am.
I'll say this though. Just on the
I'm happy that Diamond D's making beats. KRS is still rhyming. I'm happy that they got together.
You just don't want to listen to it.
There's nothing about it sounds appealing to me. No disrespect.
I like this, man.
A lot of people, most people that listen to Juan Ep like this. I understand I'm the outlier of Juan Ep. I get it.
I'll tell you
but
this,
I need some oomph.
That didn't have any oomph to you? You got no oomph?
No, zero.
Zero oomph. Did you like the Eminem with Big Sean? I didn't
hear that.
You didn't hear this?
No.
Let's see. I'll say this though, by the way, KRS vocally, he could like do it. He could have a big album still. I could see KRS having like a killer Mike, like drops an album that is a thing still. He sounds so good to me still.
Billy's on the album?
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck. Shit. Boy. Huh. Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a go. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. Even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is dope. My city Leia and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope. Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a go. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. Even while sleeping, be thinking so woke. White Cartiers, all I'm seeing is dope. My city Leia and I'm Obi-Wan, got a mission to pass, I just might be the hope. No Espanol, I'm allergic to Rojo and legally blind, all I'm seeing is go. D to the A, there and back. If we ride with the Drake, can't smoke from the T to the.
You wanted the drums to come in there, didn't you?
Keep what you Granny told me, boy, you
what do you say?
Drums never come in?
He on the run, glued his feet to the floor. Up in my Tesla, I'm rolling up extras. I stopped at Valero, think I should quit smoking. Life is a gamble, and I'm playing slots. Pull it down, close my eyes, and I pray I win tokens. All walk, no pop, how we drop. You can come and take a baby sip, still taste the dispo. 1-on-1.
Do you like the tempo more than the last ones?
A little bit.
Drip thing I'm below sea level. Cut your own wrist off with that weak bezel. Ride around with the iron giant, make him eat metal. Watch Unk break a rock down to 3 pebbles. Bam, bam, down 3, hit the grand slam. 4 pockets full, fully switch, go wham, wham. Pants cramp, pull it out and count it to my hands cramp. Road DSM on the beach, not a sandstand. Boy. Hey, they wanna bleed me and leave me to act like they need me, but fuck it, I do it alone. She wanna touch me and rub me and go back to hubby, he probably could smell my cologne. Damn. I was immersed in the merce house.
No, I don't think you're feeling this one either.
No.
All right, how about this site? There's a new...
But like all this stuff, like, you know what I like that came out? P-Lo and Cool John from the Bay Area. They dropped the album. That shit is fire. La Russell shit. He got some fucking energy to him. Like there's such hip hop is gone in such a split.
I've never heard of Cool John.
Because you don't like, yeah, he's from the Bay. He's from that I Am Sue era. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what is this a cover of?
Time to bring the bass bird.
I can fuck you like your man, but I ain't your man. Threw my bitch out the Turk, she wanted a 10. I was hella broke, came up with a plan. If the bitch hella thick, I might fuck my fan.
Here we go, Schmart boys, back at it again. Crunch berries in the web, move past.
P-Lo might be my favorite artist right now.
That I happen to give.
Can't count one bitch that I ever needed. Got a brand new cut, got me feeling conceited. Yeah, baby, eat the dick, but I heard that she vegan. If you see me with your bitch,
the song's called Chewy Gomez.
He a bitch, he a he, she. Got a brand new bitch, she from Fiji. And I...
So, Saif, you have to get over 100 beats a minute for you to be interested.
No, I mean, I need some umph. I like to hit the gas when I drive, you know what I'm saying?
2 bad hoes, let them lip lock. Roll me in, presidential rolling for the wristwatch. What's the low? Let them know we ain't inside. She ain't trying to.
I'm not mad at this. I'm not super familiar, but I'm not mad.
I need a little bit of party. Not all the time, not everything.
I don't know. You're kind of a sellout.
Whatever.
Let's see if... Okay, how about the Rakim project?
There's no way I'm going to like it.
He has a song.
There's no way.
Here's a song.
I'm happy. I'm happy that this is happening.
Song you heard? Uh-oh. What up, God? Yeah. The new black mall, black rims on all our cars with the black paint, black diamonds all in our charms.
Prodigy and Rakim, let's go.
About to change our colors to a black flag. All you see was fire coming out the Jeep Jag. Got everything new, said the same old Timbs. Black suckers, motherfuckers wanna know where we been. They can't make high shit till they hear us first. We like the road map, without us, it's lost. Say, yo, God. Deep the soul. We beat the life out of people. They families are more. We breathe life in the rappers. The stars is born. Now how this you can name. Don't wanna get it on. Yo, God.
I like these songs. I don't know why he has so many features on each one.
Be ill, be down, be real.
This one's Rakim, Corrupt, and Master Killer.
Yo. They used to always ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I said, yo, be now, be ill, be down, be real. A fashion dripper, call hard, Timberlands, contest, ops flop, I stomp gimmickless, average spitter. The response my competition get, I'm on next. You blessed like when the font.
Voice is amazing. The beat's good.
Beat's good. So what's the problem?
It's boring.
Complex as quantum physics is. Since they put my melody on a cleverly form,
I'm sure underground radio right now is like, I've never listened to Riz and Eclipse on Sirius, but I'm sure they're.
Do you saw the picture I posted of them?
Yeah.
Did you see what they were eating?
I'm sure they're on fire, right? Like they have so much music to choose from.
Did you see what they were eating?
What? No, I didn't see.
Riz and Eclipse were, by the way, it's a shame you weren't there because you should have been sitting there with them. But seeing at a show, I'm pretty sure they were. It was one of the Latin
This is the Diamond
desserts.
D show, right?
Yeah, and they were just sitting at the theater having like dulce de leche together or something. I forget what's the other one. What's the other main Latin dessert?
Not flan.
Yeah, it might have been flan. I think they were just sitting there eating flan together.
Gross. But they're on fire, right? They have endless music to choose from.
Yeah, no, it's great. Doing my show is easy. It's fun. There's a lot of stuff to play.
Yes, I can't, man. I'm not hearing it. I'm not feeling it.
Syph, did you hear that we lost DJ Polo yesterday?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw Premier post that. You know what's so funny? I'm been joking around on my Instagram that I'm close to the Bunny Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go to the Bunny Ranch while I'm here in Reno because he was part of the Bunny Ranch, right?
Who, Polo?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He has something to do with the Bunny Ranch.
He did?
Yeah. Premier even says that in the thing he shouted out.
Oh, Primo would say something like that.
I remember when I used to interview the guy from the Bunny Ranch. He used to come to my Sirius show all the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
And,
yeah, he has an album called Bunny Ranch Volume 1, DJ Polo.
Yeah, Polo had something to do with the Bunny Ranch.
I got to look up Premier's.
But like all this independent, like where's Rakim album come out through? Not that it matters.
I think it's just an indie.
Like all this indie shit can win now and is making money, so they don't need to worry about, radio songs or club songs. Like they just got their own lane, which I'm happy for. I just don't go in that lane. And everybody's like, yo, no, it's good, man. It's good. Like everybody's listening to stuff. It's good. But that Kendrick record, the excitement it gets when that shit comes on in an area, that I like that. I like that. I like that when the shit comes on and people fucking go crazy. And there's not enough of that. Mind you, don't get it twisted. I don't like all like the commercial shit either. Like none of these girls are doing anything for me. No, I'm not trying to hear twerk music either. They Not Like Us is the perfect. That's what I want. I need that.
You want every song to be They Not Like Us.
Not every song.
Most songs.
Used to be more balanced. There was something for everybody, but now these underground dudes just like they're just making. And then what's up with these like 2-minute songs?
That's a thing, man. That's what it is now.
There's no intro, there's no theme. It's just here's a beat for 2 minutes, some guys rhyming. Here's another song for 2.5 minutes, some guys rhyming, offbeat. Where's the fucking umph? Let me hear Boldy James. Play what's your Boldy James joint you like?
Well, I haven't listened to this album yet. I'm excited to hear it, actually.
Well, all right, throw something on.
Here, this is the Boldy Conductor album, Across the Tracks. Haven't heard this yet. Here we go.
We have a problem.
Because Conductor does do some shit with up-tempo.
A lot of gang shit. Yeah. It's action. Jackson. Yeah. Let's get it. I can't stress it enough. It's 227 till it fade to black. Made it back in one piece. 80 racks in 1 week off of gold. I kicked it with a 3 in the steel. So young at heart, but all that run in the street made me feel was taught to always be the message I bring. Put this
behind on this one.
Okay,
never
so
became.
these guys never want to go out and hear their music outside.
No. I mean, I'm sure it'd be nice, but you don't think you're going to. But you act like that's new.
Play one more.
There's always been artists.
No, but it's like it's only that now.
For underground, you're saying? Damn. I'm mad I'm behind
There's
on
a
this.
lot of indie underground shit, which I'm happy about. You guys understand
Don't
what I'm
wait
saying?
for her,
I'm happy.
man.
I'm happy this is happening. I don't like
Conductor.
sound.
I started pot with that 30 shot poking on my hip like I never heard a SWAT. Another token of a skidding of a murder plot. For lifting water way side of shape on that murder rock.
Nah, this shit's hard.
Telling my mother might as well give it up. 120 months on the cop. Why she not picking up? Only thing I'm hoping is the feds don't try to pick it up.
New version.
Flux from all of that dust that we
The
was
new
kicking
version
up.
of a
Still in touch on
Carhartt
my house.
girl. The new version of a Carhartt girl. The young Carhartt girls.
Mm-hmm.
They are in fucking heaven right now, right? Like this is definitely 1 a.m. smoking blunts off to the Taco Bell music. Like,
oh yeah, what? Nah, the blunts and the burritos are popping off.
Hopping.
No, it's a crazy time for blunts and burritos. Cipha, I saw your confusion when the video entered our chat of me going off on Charlotte MAGA. Cipha was like, what did I just stumble into this conversation?
Nah, I think the group chat was 30 messages before I saw what was going on.
Yeah, and then he was like, what is happening? And then, by the way, anytime Billy is trying to like lead an operation of understanding, you need double the conversation it would normally require. Because understanding what Billy's trying to convey. Listen, I've learned this about Billy. I figured it out. Billy June could be an event manager, maybe even like really run a tour. And like he is the right energy. His frenetic craziness is the right energy for making sure the person gets what they need the day of the show. Like, I really think that could be his calling.
Yeah.
When it comes to directing on like a regular Tuesday, we just need to produce a podcast.
Yeah.
It's not the same. For some reason, the energy is not frenetic enough. He needs crazier.
Yeah, he's crazy. But like when we pulled up at
Roots Picnic?
Roots Picnic.
Oh, he was ready.
He was with the guy with the golf cart.
Yes.
He had that guy on lock.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I go to the guy, hey man, is this guy Billy driving you crazy? And he goes, nah, this is my guy. And I go, oh, you got looped up into day of this
Billy.
Guy gets shit done.
Yo, is
running around.
Is that his new nickname?
What?
Day of Billy? Because Day of Billy is different. Day of Billy, he's confident. His hustle makes sense. Like,
mind you, we were at the One Up with Common and Pete Rock, and he was there early, and he was literally cutting out the stickers.
That was
with a scissor. The stickers look so horrible.
No. See, that was a great example of you get reminded of what he's not good at.
Right.
Because that's not day of. He was doing it day of, but that was, when he told us, he was like, guys, I got One Up mic flags. I got us to mic flags. I was like, dope. Because every 2-bit podcast with 8 followers has the professional looking mic flags now. Like, it's nothing. People get the dopest looking, cleanest mic flags. So I'm like, oh man, you know what? That's just a good job. Because obviously anyone can get these done. We never did it. Good job for Billy. And then I see what they are, and I'm like, wait a second.
They're just monster mic flags with a One Up disgusting sticker on top.
And was it a sticker, or did he cut it out of a piece of paper and tape it on?
No, it was one sheet of sticker, and he had to cut the circles out. It wasn't perforated circle stickers.
Bro, you should be. If I go Google mic flag, I'm sure it'll say, just give us your
What's that commercial that's always on TV? For Imprint.
Yeah.
That company that makes merch for companies like.
It has to be the same thing. Like, they can just easily do it in 2 seconds, right? So but
he wants to go to Kinko's that doesn't exist anymore. He went to a closed Kinko's somewhere and fired up the sticker machine.
Hey, I'd like to. I have to print something for my podcast. I promised them the best. Do you have scissors?
He did. I heard him ask for scissors at SOBs.
Man, we do have to do another one though. That was fun, man. We got to run back another one. Another tribute kind of show. Although that was
we should do a bunch of those with all the underground artists, and I'll just sit in a chair like in the back corner and be like,
no, you'll be like the guys on Sesame Street. Or it's not Sesame Street, Muppet
Show.
The old guy, yeah. And we're like, Cipha, what do you think? Nope, shocked like the rest of them.
But do you know what I hate about rappers and their fucking egos? No, will a rapper, anybody like listening to this, will you understand the fact that I am happy that this is happening? They won't get it, right?
No, I think they would, but
I don't think so. I think they take personal offense,
bro,
that I don't like the music.
Stop. If someone played your latest comedy show and someone went, oh man, I love that Cipha's doing comedy. This isn't funny to me at all, but I love that he's doing comedy. You wouldn't be like, oh man, well, thanks for the support, bruv.
No, I would definitely not.
So what's standard? And by
I
the
get
way,
that all the time,
I
bro.
never even yelled at you. I was so annoyed by that stupid white comedian who you posted his thing about how rappers suck, and you said he
Jeff
was
Dye?
right. He
Yeah.
wasn't right.
But that's internet.
But you played it and then you're like, oh my God, he's right.
Yeah, it's a joke.
But I was like, but he's not right.
He is right what he's saying.
No. That rappers are all dickheads. All they are is dickheads.
A lot of them.
You think you're better than everyone. You treat everyone like crap. Like, who have you met? Who has he met?
A lot of rappers are like that.
Tell me some right now.
A lot. Fucking, I'm not gonna say that. You want me to say their names?
I mean, there was an era like back in the day. I feel like that was a little more common, but in this era, I feel like most rappers are pretty cool.
In LA at the Comedy Store, you think the rappers are gonna be the friendly rappers that we know personally? You think if fucking Migos or Rich the Kid or fucking who's any of these fucking right? You think them sitting there at the Comedy Store, they're gonna be like having fun and be jolly? I'm not talking about Pete Rock and Common. Yeah, Pete Rock and Common are amazing people.
Listen, I love Migos. I love Rich the Kid. They're really great guys. Migos is super cool.
Not in that setting.
Well, I don't. Was he talking specifically about the Comedy Store in LA when he does?
He said some rappers were at the show the other night, and like you can't joke with them, you can't do crowd work with them, you can't. They're like, nah, I don't. I mean, you've definitely seen this before. You're too inside.
Yeah,
you're being too inside.
I'm being inside, but also like it was just. Listen, I get it. But
in LA, mind you, put LA into the mix.
Right. So I get LA.
You think the game is like, oh, what's going on, bro? Or he's like, the fuck you talking about?
No, the game's cool, man. If the game goes to a comedy show, he's going to laugh for sure.
But if you start fucking with him, with his boys there, I'm not even gonna talk to you about this.
That's like him. That's just so culturally ignorant. No, you wouldn't. I would not pile on and make fun of a gangster rapper with his, if that's what his brand is, and he's out in public with
this
four
guy
dudes.
doesn't know their brands. You're in his world.
Well,
you're in the comedy club. That's what we do.
So shoot your shot, bro. It'll be fine. I'm sure he's not gonna get killed afterwards.
He's not gonna get killed afterwards. But is it like, oh, these guys are corny? It is. When I do shows and there's like not even rappers, just like some hood dudes in the corner, they're not fun.
It's such a broad generalization, though. We just got through talking about how much
the internet is broad generalization.
Yeah, but you propagated it. You were like, let me repost it and say this is good content. Some white guy broadly generalizing all rappers. And hold on, this is the funny part, saying they're all too cool. Meanwhile, I look, this motherfucker follows 0 people. Talk about being too cool. He follows 0 people. You are professionally being too cool.
Yeah, but you're taking it like it's for real.
But he wasn't funny. There was no joke. He literally was like, you're such dicks. All you are is dicks. Oh, you think you're so much better than everyone. He seemed like he got like picked on. Like I was like, why are you so angry, bro? Like, yeah, rappers' brands are not common. Rappers are not playing white boy games. Like they're not comedians. I mean, some are. Some are the goofiest, most fun guys ever.
Some are.
Like if Schoolboy Q pulled up to his concert and wanted to laugh, Schoolboy Q would be a great time and would laugh. But if it was, I don't know, I don't want to call out the wrong West Coast rapper who wouldn't laugh.
Not even West Coast, just everybody's in LA. Right? The Comedy Store is a scene. The Comedy Store is not even a comedy club that much. It's a scene. Right?
Right. And so people want to come hang out.
It's a scene. It's something to do in LA that's big. Like you go to these shows at the Comedy Store. It's like a thing to do. LA has all these different restaurants and clubs, and they're all like a scene, something that you go to. And bro, you're talking crazy, bro.
I'm not.
There's so many times. You think Meek Mill is fun at a comedy show?
I think you can.
You think Meek Mill with 7 goons Is they're having a good time. Hey, what's going on, guys?
If you don't, that's not his style, but you can make him laugh and he's a good time.
But that's not what he's saying, though. That's not what he's saying. Like, I know you've been around these type of rappers. I've seen it. But because you're in their world and you're doing something for them, you're not gonna get that treatment. I've seen rappers act like fucking assholes.
I've seen everybody act like assholes.
A lot of rappers.
Nah, not disproportionately to who? Like I don't know. To me, it was like
you're all rap.
It was a broad cultural generalization. That is not
also
true.
but also for argument's sake, he's making a broad generalization on a podcast. That's what he does. He's right. He's on gut feel, that guy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so that's what he does. But he's not wrong.
I mean, he talks to morons. That's what he does.
That's what they say you do. Everyone's saying that about the other side.
No.
Everyone thinks
I've watched Gutfeld. We're talking about
everyone
actual
thinks
morons.
Their side is right and the other side is wrong. That's what everyone thinks about everything.
Yep.
Everyone thinks about everything. My side is right. Your side is wrong. Football, sports, art, politics, music.
But
that's what everyone says.
But in this case, this is real and clear. And I know
why. How is it real and clear?
Because it depends. This isn't all politics. I mean, in the case of this guy, I don't know what he stands for.
If you're not a hip hop fan, and I don't know if he is or if he isn't, if you're not a hip hop fan, like a diehard, you like some rap songs, but you're not a hip hop, you're not in the culture like we are.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at a bunch of rappers constantly, you would say the same shit.
Well, I wouldn't, but you're saying something.
Okay, whatever you say about whatever rappers or black people in the hood or any hood people, not just black, but hood, what they say about country music or heavy metal is the same thing reverse. They make generalization. If you watch heavy metal,
and if I was in the room with them, I would argue against that. I'd be like, that's broad. That is not true. If they're like, oh, come on, you know all these country people are racist. I'd be like, no, they're not.
Racist.
I'd name a bunch that aren't.
Beer and dogs and pickup trucks.
But by the way, I literally have this argument with Shawnee on Whitish Wednesday on the air. He'll hear a song, I'm like, oh, we're on the hay ride. I'm like, Shawnee, this is not a hay ride. This is not a hayride. This is bluegrass, or this is folk. This is not even traditional country. Like listen, I'm not a big, broad generalization type guy. I just thought he was going to have some sort of smarter point at the end when you posted it, not just like bitch and whine, and then it ends like he acting like he got abused by one of these guys. I'm like, did these guys hurt you?
Yeah, but who cares?
Rappers are supposed, I don't know. Oh my God, the rappers don't seem nice enough. I mean, talk about a bitchy way to think. And we lost.
Okay, so all right, so when we did when we did Common and Pete Rock and SOBs,
great time.
Were all those rappers at the end supposed to be in the green room?
No.
Do they rap their way in? You think they're at the door of the green room area and they go, "Hey, I'm just wondering if I could come in also and show love to the guy." You think that's how they get in?
No.
Or did they fucking push, shove, guilt, fucking, yo, come on, man, let me in, man. I'm trying to see Common.
In this case, I would say that what you're describing is right. But let me tell you something.
And those are my friends.
By the way,
that's Punchline, Wordsworth.
No, but guess what?
AL.
But guess what? You have the right to say that. Jeff Dye doesn't know shit about that.
AL
He's just judging
me out.
In this
AL,
case,
my friend from Raucous Era from 1997, my friend, thugged me out to get into that fucking green room.
No, I mean,
pushed, shoved.
By the way, that was a terrible job. Security didn't even attempt to do a job.
Where was security? Who was security?
There was a guy standing there. He just did not even. No,
you know why? Because that's how all SOB shows are.
But that is the one issue I have with SOBs, by the way. The having to walk through the whole crowd and the only way to get downstairs, like to the back, is an issue.
There was a rapper, I'm not going to say his name, but there was a rapper that accosted both of us.
Oh, boy.
Where you were like, yo, did you see so-and-so?
So
How do you
annoying.
think he is at a comedy show?
Okay, you should leave if he comes to your comedy show. but that's my point. What you're saying is right. This guy, who I don't know from Adam, I think he sees Quavo wearing big glasses and looking a little cool, and because he has his own judgments, he may be prejudging. In me and your case, Cipha, no, a situation like that, we very much saw people who are not fun and are straight up bullies. But I that guy doesn't have the credibility to say it from fucking Gutfeld. You don't fucking know. Just because a rapper's wearing glasses and has two goons with him. In fact, you of all people should challenge this. There have been people who used to sit at your comedy shows who still do, who if someone like that guy saw them would go, oh, I bet you're not going to talk shit about them. And you would fucking go in on them and they'd start laughing. So you also have to have context and, a little bit more knowledge. I've seen you make people laugh while I was like, oh, I can't believe he's talking shit to them. And you've done it and they laugh.
I'm different though. I'm likable.
That's the first thing I think of.
I've done shows and people are like, yo, how did you get away with that? I go, I don't know. It's a gift I have. I say the most heinous shit to them and they love me. It's some kind. How do I bottle this likability that I have on stage where I say wild shit on both sides? All I do is bash white people at my shows. All I do is make fun of white people, and they love it. They love it.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is a good brand for you.
They love it. I mean, I don't want to say bash. I have a lot of white jokes. I'm a hip hop guy now in a white world, and I have jokes about it. And no one gets upset. No one's ever gotten upset with me that I know of. And comics will be like, whoa, you're going on thin ice. I go, I don't know how I do it. There's something about me that they go, this fucking guy, man.
Maybe it's that your intention's actually coming from a place that is sincere.
And also I have actual, I love, everything comes from love with me. Everything. I love all different cultures. I love all people. There's good people on both sides.
No. See, but the thing is, exactly, when you start saying that, that's how you sound. But you really take an interest in all people. You know things about Indian people.
Everything.
You know whichever the group is that's there. You don't just know the surface thing about them. You know the next couple levels about them. That is fundamentally different than what most people do.
Oh, 100%.
And I understand when people get rubbed the wrong way. By the way, who was the comedian who I saw moving around? I'm gonna fuck it up, but maybe you saw the clip. I saw for the first time a white guy talk about like the climate change in a way that I legitimately thought was funny and on point. Without any of the whining, the thing that annoys me. He goes, maybe you saw the clip. He goes, hey man, a lot of people out here saying that it's really hard to be just like a cisgendered white man. He was like, and I just want to tell you, it is not hard being a cisgendered
gray hair
white man.
It was gray hair.
Well, do you know what the next line is? Because you'll know if it's him.
No.
He goes, but it's not as good as it used to be. And that was his whole angle, was like, stop saying it's bad. It's not. Yeah. But we can also point out that it's not the same.
Is it Des Bishop?
Let me look. I think that is who it was.
Tall looking white guy. He's married to Hannah Burner. Gray hair, silver fox.
Well, I didn't think of it. Yes, it was him.
Yeah. He's got good jokes like that. He's really good.
Bro, that was he was good.
Yeah.
I was super impressed by the way he covered it.
He's from Queens. He was drinking so much in junior high and high school. His parents sent him to Ireland to live with his family. And he's like, you sent me to Ireland because of my drinking? What the fuck is wrong with you? And then he blew up in Ireland. Like in Ireland, he's like famous.
And then he's at the Cellar a lot, right?
Yeah, he's married to Hannah Berner, who's like actually blowing up right now.
Every comedian's blowing up. Which one? You're the only one who's not blowing up. It's all
I
of
can't
comedy.
I can't get a grip.
Doesn't it feel like though that everyone is like, oh, this person,
There's a lot.
this, and by the way, and then in real life, if you're not a fan of those people, you don't even know who they are.
That's another thing about, like, it's the same as the rap world in a way. There's this indie world of people who are huge, sell out shows everywhere, touring all the time, but they're not famous. They're not famous. It's really weird.
Have you thought about maybe, just hear me out on this, maybe changing your look and giving yourself like a little bit of a like a Hitler, sort of like Hitler youth look? Shave it all down on the side, clean up the face. You got to lose weight. You're going to have to lose some weight. I just think, no, but in all seriousness, there's a thing, that conscious, I'm going to choose to have a look thing is a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like I don't know if you caught it these days. Like all of a sudden, Van Lathan every day wears a cowboy hat. I wear a cowboy hat now. That's my thing. I wear a cowboy hat. Andrew Schultz was like, I want to look like Hitler Youth. That's me. You see me, you're gonna go, is he? Was he one of the bad guys in Rudy?
That sparks interest, you're saying, like when people look at it?
Not only that, I believe someone has a conversation with them. I think it's some Illuminati shit. Someone goes, here's what you need to do, buddy.
Okay, you've crossed the line into a world where you can be really big, but you got to do something wacky.
Yeah, shave everything off. Come out as a Trump supporter. Wear a hat, a weird hat.
Would you do one up with me if I literally came out as a Trump supporter?
Like if you went full Amber Rose?
If I went Amber, like if you saw me hanging with Amber Rose at a Trump rally.
And you were like, I found rap that I like. It's this guy named Forgiato Blow.
I don't know what that is.
The Trump rapper who Amber did a video with. He's the Trump rapper. He shows up to all the. Your man wears a chain that just says "blow." It's the craziest thing to me. I would probably try, and I think it would all. Nah, I couldn't. I mean, I would like fight.
You couldn't.
No, I'd fight for an episode or two, and then I'd be like, this isn't worth it. I'm not gonna
like, well, if I wasn't overt about it on the podcast, but I'm like, I'm gonna vote for this. Is the first time I'm voting,
and I'm voting
for
Trump.
Vote for Trump.
That's a better question, because that's not going Amber. Amber's made it her whole brand.
Amber's made it her whole brand. Now, but you're still friends with her, or no?
I still love her and care for her. I'm not.
Would you go to dinner with her?
I'm going to dinner with her.
You would lose a friendship over politics. That's crazy to me.
No, it's crazy to me that you call it politics. It's crazy to me that you, coming from your past, call it politics.
What do you mean? What is it?
Cozying up to white supremacy is not politics, bro. Like it's real white supremacy. But it's not funny. It's real. These people want to bring that. They want to bring back. They want to strip away rights from people of color. Like that's for real. They want to ban books.
And never, ever did I think they didn't want that.
So
I've never, ever thought one day in my life, like, oh, wow, things are really getting better. They're coming around. They've always wanted this.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. But it was, you were able to, it wasn't in your face enough that you knew that was the case.
Other people, maybe. I've always believed this. Always.
Right. But now for someone to make a decision that I'm going to go, my full brand is going to be, I support that person. I'm joining the cult. Because that's essentially, by the way, what it is. I don't know one person who's rooting for the Democrats who their whole brand became, I root for the Democrats. That's like not a thing. It's only a thing for Trump people. I'm going to now, that's my whole brand. You're now making a decision that you know that's what it is. And you want to be in it. That's not the same to me as making a political decision. I had met my whole ex's family. Her dad was a Republican. We had political debates. We'd argue at dinner, blah, blah, blah. All right. And then the second it was like, hey, let's make the whole real thing underneath is we got to go back to how things were. this has gone too far. Now that Obama was president, we got to go. This is too far. We're going back. We're going to put up symbols that let everybody know. That's not politics to me.
I understand how those people think it's gone too far. If you live in a world that's one way, and in the last 20 years, it's gone fucking wildly, crazily different.
What's different? But how? The president was black?
That's one. That's a big one.
How is that a thing?
To them, it is. I'm not saying I think it is. To them, it is. To them, it's a thing.
All right. So you got to adjust. We decided as a nation that, at least on paper, we decided that open racism.
The nation's too big. The nation's too big. This country, nobody talks about this country's too big.
So wait, so real quick, is the only way then to have conversation and say nice is to be okay if people have like truly dated values? Like, oh, I don't know. I just think things were better when women couldn't make choices and black people didn't have so much power. I have to then be friendly about that? No, I don't want to know you. I don't want to know you. I don't. Like, I don't need to be your friend. We're never going to be friends. I don't want you to die, but we're not going to be friends. Like that, we're not. If you don't understand why racism is bad and why being anti-equality is bad, if you think that I'm soft and I'm a snowflake because I believe that other people who don't look like me have been aggrieved and deserve to be treated better, if that makes me soft to you, we have a problem. I think you're soft. You're soft.
Oh, you got him. You got him. You flipped it. You think I'm soft? No. I think you're soft.
But it's literally like you call us snowflakes. Meanwhile, white people for generations literally can be talentless, brainless, not work hard, and be okay. Generally, just stay in your family. Someone will get you a job. Everything's okay. The second people go, you know what? We need to kind of even the playing field because it's been unfair that this other group, they can't afford to have those luxuries. We should even the playing field. All of a sudden, hey, I don't like that. Like that's no, I'm sorry. I even if it costs me some of my privilege, I think other people should be able to have the same opportunity. That makes me soft. I think that makes me kind of gangster. I'm willing to give up my shit other people can be successful.
Makes you gayster.
Gayer. But like, I don't think that we're ever, if you don't agree, I don't know that if you don't care about the feelings of other people, like Amber literally is lying to herself. When she's saying these people love her and they're there for her, they're not going to be there for her. They're not going to treat her kids well if they were to see them on the street. Like they're not. They're not going to treat her gay and trans friends well if they see them. They didn't even want to treat her well once they saw she had tattoos. Like, and then heard her say that she had different thoughts about atheism and religion. They're like, wait a second, what? They don't.
She's all over the road.
They're not going to, like, that's the thing. Like, they don't. So I'm not like, I care for her, but what are we going to talk about?
Everything else in the world. Kids, school, family, fucking rap, movies.
I don't, but here's the thing. Do you think that when someone's gone this far with their beliefs, where they chose to make it their entire life and brand, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how much conversation she's having now that's not about that, but maybe you're right.
Because it's right now, because it's election time. Everything gets fired up around election time. I literally said a couple weeks ago, maybe like a couple months ago, I said a cop is going to shoot a black person and it's going to be big news. That's going to happen any day now. And look what happened.
Sonia Massey.
Because what year is it? Election year. And everything gets boosted up. You don't see, this is my problem with people. You're talking surface. You're talking Trump, Harris, Democrats, Republicans. Me, personally, Cipha Sounds, I go above that. Why would there be so much divide? Why is there so much confusion and kerfuffle? Why is it a big kadoo right now? Because the real power they make us fight each other because that's how they control us. That's how what I believe. It's what I will always believe. So you, I play the game. I play the game. I go out there and earn my money in a capitalistic country. I take my little mediocre skills at something and make a good living. And you know what I always do? I pay my taxes. Here's how I keep you controllers off my back. You want to control me to get money? Here's your money. Every time I email my business manager, I go, take out a third for taxes, or this goes to my manager, this goes to my agent, put this aside for taxes. And then if I find a way at the end of the year to do some more deductions and, hey, you know what? Put my DVDs on there because that's for my business and and try to save as much as I can and go, here you go, controllers. Here's your money.
Okay.
And I go, huh?
I agree. So far, I agree with what your plan is.
So watching all this, like, you know what it is? Also, comics are different. Like, the moment a comic shows up to the table and goes, oh, I had a rough week, my mom died, there will be jokes immediately, which sometimes I sit there and there's like a couple at the bar listening, maybe kind of listening to us.
You've said this before and you're like, oh my God, they must think we're insane.
And we sound like animals. But I know there's some comics that are straight up right-wing, Trumpy. They're in that circuit. But we all get along at that table because we're here to go on stage and make jokes. I like that thing about comedy. I like where you can like have 100% different opinions with people and still get along.
That is
personally.
unique, but that is somewhat unique to the nature of the way you guys make a living.
But what I'm saying is, I've always been like that. I just happen to find my group, right? You could be a fucking whatever you are. I could still, like, if we work together or we're friends, like I would still be friends with Amber if I was as close to her as you are, and all this happened. I would still be close to her. Like, you just got caught up in the mix.
You're right. You're right about yourself. B, you're right that I am playing the part that they want me to play. I do agree with that. They were like, there's going to be a movement. We're going to go extremely racist, sexist. We're going that way. It's going to trigger the fuck out of the way most of America is going. Because if you look, America is going more and more my direction as the years go on. That's where the numbers are expanding. It's going to make us go crazy. More
left.
Yes. The country as a whole is going more left.
Especially, yeah,
as it gets younger, even the kids of people, like, it gets more progressive as time goes on.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is a good way to get that. To me is, I don't think it's insane. I also don't know how to table it and not be offended. Like, I'm not saying if you're voting for Trump, I immediately am like, I can't be in a room with you. For sure, no. Like there are people who vote for Trump for many reasons. And yes, I think a lot of them are missing some fundamental things, but whatever. A lot of people, they're from a certain country. I like how he is with my country. That's it. That's the only thing I care about. That's all I vote for. A lot of people are like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Then there are people who I just find like are voting for him who are in denial about the stuff about racism.
He's not. Can I ask you a question? Because I don't pay attention. He's not as racist this time as he was the first time, right?
He's not.
It's not, towards blacks.
He's not being and
towards immigrants.
Immigrants are getting it worse now,
but not black people the way he was the first time, right?
No, he's trying to cozy up more. Think you get a couple points there.
I respect that marketing move.
Well, now he might have to reverse course now because the progress that they were making, like the couple of points they picked up, I think among black men. I think the excitement of black women around Kamala is going to negate a lot of the work that they thought they'd been doing. you're going to have a really uplifted community who's strong.
Is that they don't have enough people?
They do. I think
How
they do.
about
In the cities,
what is
they
it
do.
like 53% of white women voted against Hillary? There's a lot of women out there. There's a lot of women, not politically active women that are loud and obnoxious and on Instagram and TikTok and in your face. There's a lot of women who manage their household and take their kids to practice and to school, and they go, I don't think a woman should be in charge.
Oh, well, that is a thing too.
I don't think I mean, listen, I'm happy. Like vice president was good. That was big, but she shouldn't be in charge.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, just like talk about programming. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, in every situation, is there ever a group that there aren't some people who believe what the fucking oppressor tells them? That's always built in. They've been told since they were born. Well, no, I'm not gonna. That's what women are supposed to do. Be president. My God, it is interesting though because, like, generally speaking, women are so powerful in households. You know, like we all put nice words on it, like happy wife, happy life. What it really means is like, I'm the bitch. My wife really handles the business. She knows what's up. She tells me to go out and get that money. I go out and get the money, and she's the real boss of the house.
And the money goes into an account where she manages.
And then she manages it. And the most important thing, the thing that drives all of us, the children, she makes the lion's share of the decisions day to day and handles it and makes sure everything good.
100%.
And then we're like, well, but maybe a woman should run the country then. Like, whoa, what experience do they have? All right, I got to go. This has been fun. I think I actually have to do another podcast. So, and then
which one?
The wrestling.
Which one of your 5 podcasts you have to do right now?
This is wrestling. And then later today, I have to record the hip hop. Boring underground raps.
No, I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks.
Proud of you. Making moves.
I haven't given up. No, I want to keep going with the rap. I gotta keep doing the rap thing on my own. I just gotta keep going. Whatever happens, you never know what's gonna happen in your career.
Why didn't you make the rap thing under one app? Why didn't you just do it under one app?
Connect us into more confusing business. So when we invariably want to break up one day, we're even more stuck.
I wouldn't try to take money. We're partners in this.
Yeah, but I've already thought about that. Remember, like we've talked about those other things, but if one of us starts doing one thing under this umbrella and then that thing pops off,
I wouldn't be mad.
No, but like it's just difficult. Also, Cipha, can we be real?
The Neptunes figured it out.
By the way, you're the weird Neptune for sure. I'm Pharrell. All right, guys. We appreciate you. We'll catch you next week.